Oh man, I've been avoiding this one. Oh man, I've been avoiding making this one. What up, potty people? It's your boy Anthony Particelli, and I can happily say that I am back after a year-long hiatus. My last video on this channel was July 14th, 2024. It is currently the day that this released, July 14th, 2025. I didn't just disappear from YouTube. I stopped doing something that I love to do, and with that came a lot of guilt and a lot of frustration. Although maybe I didn't post, there was not a day or a week that went by where I did not think about it. I'm really making this video today to explain to you guys, what had happened this past year with the burnout, the career changes, the new experiences I've had, and why I'm coming back to YouTube and why I want to do this again. And there's been a lot of good that's happened this year, a lot of fun things I'm also going to touch on. And at the end of this video, I have something really exciting to share with you guys that I haven't shared with you on YouTube yet. But for real, just let me explain. Again, the truth of the matter is I experienced a heavy burnout. For a full year, I posted on every single Sunday. There was a lot of weeks where I was grinding. I didn't have the energy, but I had the commitment and the discipline to put through that video for you guys. And at times those videos didn't come out great because I was more worried about keeping my promise and keeping that word than I was, making great content. When I finally hit that 1 year mark, I felt this weight off my shoulders, like, whew, I did it. I did what I said I was gonna do. I posted every Sunday for an entire year. I'm rocking, I'm doing good. Like, I'm really proud of that. And the truth is I was really proud of that. We racked up about 125 subs in a year full of content. I grew a ton. If you watch my first video to the last video I had posted before this, I grew a lot. I learned a lot, and I got a lot better than I was. But the truth of the matter was I experienced a huge burnout, and there's a few things that had a part in that, but one of the main ones was the career change I experienced. So a lot of you know me as someone that had worked in the cannabis industry for a long time, and my passion that lies within that. And if you don't, then there's a bunch of videos on YouTube and things like that will further explain that. But overall, I've been very openly passionate about the cannabis industry, and it was around about a month and a half before I stopped making content that I got out of the cannabis industry. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I can make a whole video on my other channel, my cannabis-centric channel called Particelli TV, where I can dive into that a little bit more for you guys and explain, why that happened. But at the end of the day, I ended up leaving the cannabis industry for quite a few reasons, and started pursuing, a sales journey for me. One of the main reasons was financial. Cannabis industry didn't really pay you great, and a lot of people that work in the industry that might be watching this, they know that. And out here in Colorado, it actually was sizably less than it was out in Massachusetts, and that became an issue. So I started working this different job at a company called Power Home Remodeling. It was an incredible journey. Let me just start by saying that. I'm gonna go into it and explain a lot about it, but essentially my job was door-to-door sales. That right there, door-to-door sales, to a lot of people will spark that initial, stereotype of like, oh, that must have sucked, that must have been horrible. And you'd be right. You'd be 100% right. It was tough. It was really hard. I was walking, 45 to 55 miles a week, getting rejected 80 to 100 times a day. And on top of that, for the beginning part of the journey, I was learning a huge sales script. Being able to have this new language and this new script down in the back of my head, like it was really challenging for me. It was something I had never done, and I had to put a lot of my energy into that. And with this Power Home Remodeling job, I was working so long and so hard, and even when I got home from work, I was still tapping into, okay, like, what could I have done better, and how could I get better tomorrow, and talking to my mentor, who's become a great friend of mine, but genuinely, consistently trying to work on myself with that job, and that job became so much for me that I lost track of YouTube throughout that, and you can see it. I didn't feel like I had the time and the energy to put into my content creation, and content creation is something that is one of my passions in life, and it's something that I love to do. Hence why I'm sitting in my house alone staring at a camera. I genuinely love doing this. I genuinely love creation. I think everyone on earth is here to create, and power for me, I wasn't able to create anymore, and that became like somewhat depressing for me. It became somewhat of like a really big hurdle for me to go over. And you know, there was a long journey with that. Now I will say, Power Home Remodeling is a great company, and there's a ton of potential to earn a lot of money through that company and live a great life and have great experiences. It's just at the end of the day, for me, it didn't work out for me. But what I do want to say is I met a lot of great people through Power. Hopefully some people that took the time to watch this video, but people out here in Colorado that I really genuinely will call like some of my best friends right now, and I'm very grateful for those guys. I'm very grateful for the people I met while I worked there and the experiences I had, even though maybe, you know, it didn't work. So with that being said, you might be thinking, so what are you doing now? And the truth is, what I'm doing now, I'm not like super braggadocious about it. It's not something that I'm like, yeah, this is super cool. But I'm still in sales. I work for a company called The Better Mattress, where it's pretty self-explanatory. We sell mattresses and sleep and bedding and things like that. When I was at Power, I felt like I lost touch with that energy and that time. But now that I have this job, I'm still making good money, I'm still making steady money, but now I have the time to dive into the things I love outside of just work. You know, I get to create, I get to dive into my relationship, I get to have fun, explore Colorado while I'm out here, and hopefully take you guys with me for those experiences. At the end of the day, this video is not about what's Anthony's career, and that doesn't matter. You know, for a long time, cannabis content was really beneficial because it was also my career. But now that it's not, I kind of had to find out, you know, how do I navigate this new part of my journey if that's not, you know, my entire identity. And that's kind of one of the other things I wanted to touch on. One of the big issues and hurdles I faced was this weird amount of guilt and shame and embarrassment for the videos that I had made. For some reason, somewhere along the line, I started to like really beat myself up about it and take a look at my video and just think like, oh, that was lame. You know, that didn't come out good. And I think I lost sight of that. That's the entire fucking point. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be making content and learning from it and looking back at those videos and saying like, how do I grow from this? Instead of, oh, that was bad. You know what I mean? Like I think I gotta look through the lens in more of a constructive criticism way than just a criticizing way. So there was a lot of guilt and shame and embarrassment towards the videos I made, and when I was meeting new people out in Colorado, it was a hard thing for me to be like, yeah, I make YouTube videos. One, because at the time I kind of fell out of it and wasn't really making videos, so who am I to tell people I do and then not do? And two, because they're bad videos. Like, a lot of them are not great videos. But there's quite a few of those videos that I'm really proud of, that I know I put in great work, that I know I did things I had never done before and challenged myself. So I think I was retraining and finally got back to a point where I am really proud of those videos. Even if they're not great, I'm really proud of the work I put in, and I could say it again and again and again. I'm really proud of those, and it's been a hard thing for me to say that lately. At the end of the day, I think I lost sight of the fact that growth, that embarrassment, that, you know, want to get better, that need to get better, that's part of the journey. And that's what feeds into this so well for me, is I do constantly want to get better. I do want to be better. And that's something that with content creation I can achieve and I can do, and I can get better and be better. And you guys will notice in these vlogs that are coming up and this new content that I'm creating, that I am better, that I'm getting better, that I am going to be filming much better videos for you guys. I really am looking forward to this channel taking off and blowing up, because I know I'm capable of it. I know that I'm young, I'm 24. By the time I'm 26, 27, fuck it, 30, like, this could be huge for me. This could be full time for me if I really dive into it in a way that's like, in a way that I'm trying to grow and be better and do better. You know, I truly believe that I can be that and I can do that. And I do want to just one last time apologize for not taking you with me through this journey. A lot of fun has happened, a lot of good things have happened. You know, concerts at Red Rocks, hikes through the mountains, late nights with friends, bar hopping, experiencing new things out here in Colorado. And the biggest thing, you know, Sarah and I are engaged. After 7 years, I finally asked Sarah to marry me. And I'm so happy I did. She's the love of my life, and if she's watching this right now, I love you, baby, and I appreciate you and appreciate your support. And you're one of the reasons that I feel I can't get back into this. You know, she's constantly someone that wants to see me grow, and I think that's what you need in a partner, is someone that wants the best out of you and wants to see you chase the passions you have and live the life that you know you can live. And I'm very grateful for her. I'm very grateful for the love and the support that she's given me, and I'm very excited for what's next in our life. If you guys are interested in seeing some photos of the engagement, jump over to my Instagram at Particelli_TV. We got some photos that my sister took. Shout out Carolyn if you're watching. Shout out to you. I appreciate you taking those photos, taking the time out of your day to make a truly special moment even that much more special for me. I'll have those photos and those memories to last a lifetime. Last but not least, the big surprise I told you about at the end of this video. The last time I made a Let Me Explain video, Nala was a little puppy. She was a brand new little puppy. And funny enough, this time when we make another Let Me Explain video, I have a brand new puppy. Her name is Luna. She's also a golden retriever. My oldest sister actually breeds golden retrievers, and I was very lucky to be able to get one of these goldens for next to nothing. So we added another addition to this family. I'm excited for you guys to meet her, and in future videos you guys will watch as we start to train her and take her through this journey of being part of this crazy little family we've built. So without further ado, let me go grab her and introduce you guys to Luna. All right, you ready? 3, 2, hello! This is Luna Bear. She looks so grumpy. She was taking a nap. Oh, she's so tired. Oh, I didn't even notice the ear. I'm sorry, bug. She is the sweetest little lady. I'm very excited to have Luna, you know, be a part of these future videos that we make, and she's so sweet and so funny, and I'm excited for you guys to get to know her. I want you guys to know life has been really good. Life has been treating me really well. You know, I'm engaged, I got a new dog, I'm still thriving out here in Colorado, having a good time. And finally, I feel like I'm back at a point where I can tap back into my content. And that truly puts a huge smile on my face because I'm so happy to be back into this. I'm so happy to have the time and the energy to dive back into this with you guys. So truly just know at the end of the day, life is good for me. I just had a little hiatus, a little period through the journey where I was figuring stuff out. So that's really the gist of it. Truly, if you're still here, if you're still watching, I just want to say I do appreciate you a ton. Appreciate you jumping back on this journey with me. And I'm truly ready to dive head in towards great content creation, sharing this whole journey with you guys. If you are here, if you are still watching, comment down below, welcome back. Comment down below something good that's happened to you this past year. At the very least, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you've watched these videos before, you know what time it is, baby. Much love. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time.